graphs involved with modulus. See, actually we discussed about these quadratic graphs involved with modulus in the last class, and we sketched the graphs for all these 6 functions in the last class, 6 expressions you may say. See, y is equals to x square minus 2x minus 3, and when you multiply it with minus sign, y is equals to minus of x square minus 2x minus 3, and when you replace x with minus x in this first expression, we will get y is equals to x square plus 2x minus 3, and if you insert this expression in the modulus, then this y is equals to mod x square minus 2x minus 3, and replacing x with mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3, and this is again in the modulus, okay, modulus of mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3. So we discussed these 6 graphs in the last class, okay, and we discussed the way of sketching the graph with reference to the first one. See, we need to treat this y is equals to x square minus 2x minus 3 as a basic graph, reference graph. With reference to this, how another graph is formed, okay, we observed that transformation also from the first graph to the next one, from the first graph to the last one, how the transformation forms. Everything we observed in the last class. Right. Now in this class, with the recalling of these 6 graphs, with the help of these 6 graphs, I am going to sketch some more graphs, okay. Now this time I am going to include modulus not only in the right side, not only for x. Now I am going to include modulus for y also, okay. So now in this class we are going to discuss instead of 6, enough to discuss these 4 graphs, okay. So among those, the first graph what I am going to discuss is the first one. Just have a look. See, already we know the graph of y is equals to x square minus 2x minus 3. We are going to sketch the graph of mod y is equals to x square minus 2x minus 3, and then we will sketch mod y is equals to mod x square minus 2x minus 3, and then modulus of y is equals to mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3, and modulus of y is equals to modulus of mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3. So now I am going to sketch these 4 graphs just with the help of yesterday's graphs, okay. And then at the end of the class, I am going to give you some problems, okay, which we can solve using these graphs, okay. Right. First of all, these 4 graphs, and then some problems related to that. And for that, before going to analyze these 4 graphs, first of all, you need to know, for example, y is equals to some f of x. That f of x may be any quadratic in particular, okay. Y is equals to f of x, and we have a graph for this y is equals to f of x. Now, what you say about modulus of y is equals to f of x? See, I know the graph of y is equals to f of x. From this, how to sketch the graph of modulus of y is equals to f of x? Okay, that's what we need to discuss. Actually, all these graphs we discussed in the last class, but now I inserted modulus for this y. So if you insert modulus for y, how the graph changes? First of all, you need to identify. See, if we introduce modulus for this y, what will happen? Modulus of y is always positive, we know it. So this f of x should be positive. Modulus of y is equals to f of x is the relation between x and y, for which we are going to sketch the graph. In this, first of all, you need to think about f of x. That f of x may be positive, may be negative. If that f of x is negative, this side modulus means positive, that side f of x negative, then we can't get any graph. Okay, so what I am going to tell you is modulus of y is equals to f of x if f of x less than 0. If f of x less than 0 has no meaning, okay. If f of x is negative, then modulus of y is a negative quantity, that has no meaning, right? Whereas if modulus of y is equals to f of x, if f of x positive, then we need to discuss. If f of x is positive, this f of x is a positive quantity, modulus of y is a positive quantity. Since modulus of y is a positive quantity, then we will rewrite this modulus as plus or minus y is equals to f of x. Plus or minus y is equals to f of x, or in another way, you just think this, okay? Modulus of y is equals to some positive quantity. F of x is a positive quantity. You just take any positive quantity there. For suppose if you take 7 as a positive quantity, any positive quantity. Okay, for example, I am just taking that f of x as 7. If modulus of y is equals to 7, what will happen? If modulus of y is equals to 7, from there we conclude that y is equals to 7 or y is equals to minus 7, right? Y will get two values, right? Y will get two values, okay? Whenever f of x is positive. Whenever f of x is positive, y will get two values. And if you look at these two values, 7 and minus 7, those two values are symmetric about x-axis, right? Okay, y is equals to 7, 7 units above x-axis. Y is equals to minus 7, 7 units below x-axis. That means, see, if f of x is positive, that f of x is any positive quantity, just like 7. For example, I mentioned here 7, okay? Any positive quantity. And from there we will get that y is equals to f of x or minus f of x. And this f of x or minus f of x happens only if f of x is positive. So this f of x, since it is positive, it is above x-axis, and since this f of x is negative, this is below x-axis. That means now the graph is symmetric about x-axis. So at the end, this is just a discussion, okay? Just observe it. Modulus of y is equals to f of x. Sometimes f of x is negative. In this case, the graph has no meaning. Neglect the graph. Sometimes f of x is positive. This time the graph has a meaning and y will get two values, and those two values are symmetric about x-axis. Once again I am repeating you, okay? Because of space I am not mentioning this, okay? In this case, if f of x is negative, you just neglect the graph. Don't sketch it. You just neglect it. In this case, if f of x is positive, the graph will have two parts. One part is f of x, other part is minus f of x. Since f of x is positive, this part is above x-axis, this part is below x-axis, and that means the graph is symmetrical about x-axis. Okay, this is the general discussion. With the help of this general discussion, now I am going to sketch these four graphs using the graphs of yesterday's. Okay, just have a look. So first of all, the first one, mod y is equals to x square minus 2x minus 3. So you just recall yesterday's graph. Y is equals to x square minus 2x minus 3's graph from the previous class. See, y is equals to x square minus 2x minus 3 graph is like this, upward parabola whose roots are minus 1 and 3 and has peak at 1, so it looks like this. Okay, you just get it from the previous class. And now we are going to sketch the graph of mod y is equals to x square minus 2x minus 3. Just observe it, I inserted modulus for the y. As we discussed earlier, for these cases, if x square minus 2x minus 3 is negative, you need to neglect it. Just look there, whenever this expression is negative from the first graph, see, this expression is negative in between minus 1 and 3. See, in between minus 1 and 3, okay, we have this reason, right? I am just tracing that negative graph with red color. You just look there. This is the graph whenever x square minus 2x minus 3 is negative. But that's why the graph is below x-axis, right? So you need to neglect this negative region to sketch the graph of the new one, okay? Actually this is there for the first one, but for the second one you don't take that part, okay? You just take the part which is positive. Mod y is equals to x square minus 2x minus 3. That means x square minus 2x minus 3 should be positive. So you need to consider the graph in the positive region of y-axis, okay? The expression should be positive. So x square minus 2x minus 3 is positive, left side of minus 1, right side of 3. The graph has just two peaks like that, okay? So this is left side of minus 1. You just have a look. This is, you may say simply, okay? This is right side of 3. And as we discussed earlier, if this x square minus 2x minus 3 is a positive quantity, then this y has two values, one above x-axis and one below x-axis. Take any point. At that point you will get two y values, right? And that's why what I am going to tell you is the graph, you will get the similar type of graph in the negative region also. Okay? This is actually the graph of mod y is equals to x square minus 2x minus 3. Is it right? For suppose you just take a number minus 2 in the place of x. Just think what will happen. If you take minus 2 in the place of x, so modulus of y is equals to minus 2 square minus 2 into minus 2 minus 3. Okay, this is 4, this is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8, minus 3 is 5. Modulus of 5 is equals to 5 and y is equals to plus or minus 5. So if you take x is equals to minus 2, there are two values for y. One is plus 5 which is above x-axis and the other one is minus 5 which is below x-axis. That's why for each and every point of x you will get two y's, right? So to indicate those two y's you need to consider the graph in the two regions. Okay, I am just erasing, right? Now at the end finally this is the graph for mod y is equals to x square minus 2x minus 3. In the same way we can sketch everything. First of all, think about yesterday's graph without modulus for y, and after that for that graph you just neglect the negative part and repeat the graph in the positive region as similarly in the negative. Okay, you will get the new graph. Just have a look, I will give you other graphs if you have any doubt. Now the next one, y is equals to modulus of x square minus 2x minus 3. From there we need to sketch mod y is equals to modulus of x square minus 2x minus 3. So this y is equals to modulus of x square minus 2x minus 3 we will get from the previous class. So just look there, this is the graph of y is equals to mod x square minus 2x minus 3. Okay, just by flipping the negative graph to the positive with reference to the first one. Okay, leave it, you will get it from the previous class. So this is the graph of y is equals to mod x square minus 2x minus 3, and now we are going to sketch the graph of mod y is equals to modulus of x square minus 2x minus 3. So by observing that we need to sketch this. What is the difference between these two? Just including modulus for y. So if you include just modulus for y, as we discussed how the graph will change, you need to neglect the graph of the negative region. So there is no graph in the negative region for first one, so nothing is here to neglect, leave it. Next thing, you need to repeat the graph of positive region similarly in the graph of negative region. Okay, so consider the positive region graph as it is and repeat similar graph in the negative region so that those two are symmetrical to one another. First of all, I am repeating the positive region graph. Okay, so the positive region graph is this. Okay, this is the graph in the positive region. Now we need to repeat the same graph in the negative. How can we repeat? Okay, this will be the shape of the graph of y is equals to mod x square minus 2x minus 3. These two parts are symmetric to one another about x-axis. If you fold the paper, this lower part will exactly coincide with the upper part. Okay, just have a look, very simple. First of all, yesterday's graph, then repeat the graph of the positive region in the negative. Okay, that's it. If there is anything in the negative, just neglect it. Okay, so this is the graph for mod y is equals to mod x square minus 2x minus 3. Just have a look and then I will give you the next one. Okay, just have a look. The next one, y is equals to mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3. A very special graph. If x is positive, consider the graph in the positive region of this x square minus 2x minus 3. If x is negative, another graph. Okay, at the end we discussed in the previous class, at the end the graph of this expression is looks like this W shape. Okay, If you wish, just recall, just revise that previous class. That's it. And now our intention is to sketch the graph of this mod y is equals to mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3. What is the difference between these two? Just we are including modulus for y. If we include modulus for y, how can we sketch the graph of this new one from this world? Just neglect the graph in the negative region. Here there is a graph in the negative region. So negative region means negative region of y, that in the sense below y axis. So all this part of the graph is negative, right? So no need all this, just neglect it. If you neglect all the graph in the negative region, then you need to consider the graph of the positive region. This is minus 3 and this is 3. So just this is the graph in the positive region. And if since we include modulus for y, we need to repeat this part in the negative region symmetrically. Okay? At the end, just have a look. This is the graph of this mod y is equals to mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3. The way of sketching is very simple, okay? First you need to understand. First you need to analyze and think. That's it. Okay? So I have one more graph. Just have a look. So just have a look. Now the last one. See, modulus of y is equals to modulus of mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3. We need to sketch this graph. And before going to sketch it, you need to recall the graph of this y is equals to modulus of mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3. And the graph of this is just by flipping the negative graph of the third one to the above x-axis. At the end it looks like this, okay? And we sketched it in the previous class. If you have any confusion related to this graph, you just go and revise the previous class. Now the graph of this y is equals to mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3 is this one. We are going to sketch by including modulus for y. So this is the new expression and we need to sketch this new graph with the help of the old one. And how to sketch? So since modulus is involved for y, you need to neglect the graph in the negative region. There is no graph in the negative region, nothing is there to neglect. And we need to repeat the graph in the positive region, similarly in negative. So at the end, the graph is simply like this. Just have a look. So first of all, I am sketching the graph in the positive region. Just look like this. This is the graph in the positive region. Now we need to repeat the same part in the negative region. Then at the end, the graph will be like this. Okay, actually those two parts are exactly symmetrical, okay? Just while sketching, I may go with some disturbance, right? But the graph is exactly symmetrical. If you fold the paper about this x-axis, the lower part exactly will meet the upper one. So at the end, this is the graph of this modulus of y is equals to modulus of mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3. Okay? So finally we have 10 graphs. 6 in the previous class, 4 in this class. And these 4 graphs are just a little bit transformations from the previous 4. Okay? And now there are different types of problems related to these graphs. How to solve those problems? Okay? First of all, have a look and then I will give you a problem to solve. Okay? So at the end, after sketching all those graphs, some simple problems to solve that. Okay? See, modulus of mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3 is equals to 7 by 2. Find the number of solutions for this. To find the number of solution for it, see, this modulus of mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3 is equals to y. Graph is this one, where you have this 7 by 2. In the place of y, the 7 by 2 is there. So on the y-axis, where we have that 7 by 2. On y-axis, 7 by 2 means 3.5, right? So see, this is 0, this is 1. If you replace x with 1, you will get what? 4 actually. Totally minus is there, modulus is there, right? So this is 4. But here 7 by 2 is given. 7 by 2 means 3.5. 3.5 is a number which is in between this 3 and 4. So y value is 3.5, 7 by 2. At this point, if you sketch a parallel line to the x-axis, if you imagine a line which is parallel to the x-axis, that parallel line will intersect the graph at how many points? 1 point, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it right? Just have a look. See, modulus of mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3 is equal to 7 by 2 is given. We need to find the number of possible values for x. So, at that y is equals to 7 by 2. This y is 7 by 2, right? So, you need to sketch a parallel line to the x-axis at 7 by 2, which is simply nothing but sketching y is equal to 7 by 2. This is that line. And that line intersects the graph, blue colored line, at how many points? 6 points. So, at the end it concludes that this particular equation has 6 solutions. See, nobody asked you to find those solutions. If they ask you to find the number of solutions, then the graphs are very helpful. That's what I am saying. Okay? So, right. Similarly, I will give you one more question. You just have me. For suppose if you have, see, find number of solutions for mod x squared minus 2 mod x minus 3 is equals to some k for different case, for different values of case. We need to discuss the total graph, okay? See, mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3. First of all, you just try to sketch the graph of y is equals to mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3. Yeah, we know the graph, already we sketched it. The graph is just like in the W shape, okay? This is minus 3, this is minus 1, this is 1 and this is 3. Somewhere we have minus 3. The graph should have 2 peaks, and if you sketch it, the graph will be like this. Okay, this is the graph. And now we need to discuss. See, mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3 is equals to k, right? K is simply nothing but y, right? If I replace k, okay, is minus 3. If k is equals to minus 3. If k is equals to minus 3, how the equation will become? Mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3 is equals to minus 3. See, if k is equals to minus 3, you need to sketch a line parallel to x-axis at minus 3. It intersects the graph at how many points? 1, 2, 3. 3 points. At k is equals to minus 3, this particular problem has 3 solutions because it intersects the graph at 3 points. Is it right? And now, see, we know this particular point is 4. Okay? In between this minus 4, okay? In between this minus 3 and minus 4, if I sketch a line, that line will intersect the graph at how many points? You just observe it. In between this minus 3 and minus 4, if I sketch a line parallel to the x-axis, that will intersect the graph at how many points? 4 points, right? For any k in between minus 3 and 4. So that in the sense, if minus 4 less than k less than minus 3, this particular problem will have 4 solutions. At a k is equals to minus 4, what will happen? At exactly k is equals to minus 4, the graph will have only 2 solutions, right? Because the line intersects only 2 times, okay? The line k is equals to minus 4 intersects the graph at only 2 points, and so we say that this particular equation has only 2 solutions. And below this minus 4, at anywhere, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, if you draw any horizontal, the horizontal never intersects the graph. So in those cases, this equation has no solution. So if k value is less than minus 4, the given problem has 0 solutions. And after this minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, or many numbers are there. If you replace any number in the place of k, to find the solutions, you need to sketch a horizontal line. That line will intersect the graph at 2 points. So at the end, if k value is greater than minus 3, then again we have 2 solutions. So maybe you will get more than one answer type questions related to this. Okay, just revise everything. Okay, for example, mod x square minus 2 mod x minus 3 is equals to k. We don't know k. If you change the value of k, number of solutions also will change for the given equation. What I am saying is to find the number of solutions at that particular value of k is in the place of y, right? At that particular value of k on y axis, you just draw a horizontal line. See, if it intersects the graph at some 3 points, you will get 3 solutions. If it intersects at some 4 points, you will get 4 solutions. In such a way, if you discuss, at -3 we have 3 solutions, at -4 we have 2 solutions, in between -3 and -4 we have 4 solutions, below -4 0 solutions, above -3 2 solutions. Okay, so this is helpful to find the number of solutions, right? That's for today's class. Have a look.